food processor. And I'd also like a waffle maker. And a crepe maker. And a new oven. And there goes a few $1,000s. I don't know about you, but whenever I dare to enter a Williams-Sonoma, I just want to walk out with everything and put it all in my kitchen. Luckily for my wallet, I don't even have enough space for the tools and appliances that I currently own. Over the years, I've added a bit of technology to my baking process. The KitchenAid standing mixer is an arm saver. But when I first got started, I relied on a small number of inexpensive, easy to store items that took me from batter to batch. I want baking to be as accessible as possible, so I put together a list of 10 essential items that you'll be able to use to make a ton of different recipes without breaking the bank. I did some research into pricing and I found almost all of these items on the Kitchen Stuff Plus website, and you should be able to pick up the whole list of items for under $100. Now that's before tax. After tax, it came to $101, which is close enough. I'll make sure to list all of the items that I talk about in the description box below. So first I want to talk about baking pans. Now I want to preface this by saying that obviously you should take this list and sort of cater it to your baking needs. If you're not going to bake a cake, then don't get a round pan because that's really the only purpose for the round pan. But I would suggest getting either a round pan or a square pan. So if you're only going to be making cakes and you're not a big fan of brownies, first of all, who are you? And second of all, go with the round pan over the square. If you love your squares and you also want to make cakes, then definitely use the square because you can have a square cake, that's totally fine. Next up is the cookie sheet. Mine has been thoroughly used. Now, if you wanted to splurge a little bit, I would suggest getting 2 of these, but if you only want to get one, grab the biggest one that you can find so that you can place as many cookies onto it as possible. It will make your baking process a whole lot smoother and faster. And the last baking pan I've chosen is actually a 9 by 13 inch dish like this. I would suggest getting a glass one because if you're making something with multiple layers, like my s'more blondies, then you can make sure that it's even throughout. You will get more use out of this pan than you'd think, especially if you try the recipes that I feature on my channel because I tend to use this pan a lot. Okay, so that's it for baking pans. It's very small, but it will get you far. Moving on to my favorite item in my kitchen, aside from my KitchenAid mixer, my spatula. You definitely want to look for something with a silicone end, whatever this is, actual spatula. Mine actually has a bamboo handle, which is amazing, but it is a little bit pricey. So if you are going to go for a more inexpensive option, go with something that isn't going to melt. So some of these have a plastic handle, and if they get hot, they're gonna melt a little bit. The one that I'm going to link in the description box will have a stainless steel handle, so that will hold up really well. Nesting bowls. These mixing bowls are really great for storing in small spaces because they nest. And you've got your bowl for dry ingredients, your bowl for wet ingredients, and another bowl for a frosting. 3 is all you need. They keep you covered. Obviously, measuring cups are a must. And if you can find a set of measuring cups that have a 3/4 cup, which I don't have, sadly, then you'll be more than set. Otherwise, you can just use half a cup and 1/4 cup. But I tend to see a lot of 3/4 cup measures in recipes, so having that extra cup would be wonderful. Measuring spoons are another must-have in the world of baking. There's really nothing I can say about these things other than they're basically a necessity. On top of your standard measuring cups, I highly recommend getting a 2-cup glass measuring cup. You can use it in the microwave to melt butter, and it will hold more volume than all of your standard measuring cups. You can get larger measuring cups, but I do find that the 2-cup one is perfect for all of my needs. Plus, it doesn't take up a lot of space. Parchment paper will save all of those pans that you just purchased. I'm sure you see me using it all the time, and it's the only item on the list that you can't get at Kitchen Stuff Plus, but you can find it at pretty much every grocery store for about $3. Lastly, this is a bit of an overindulgence, but this will make your life so much easier, and it will make your cookies look like they just came from a bakery. The cookie scoop. Mine is a size 50. The perfect size, if you ask me. The cookie scoop is the perfect way to ensure that your cookies come out of the oven consistent in both size and shape. And it's also more sanitary because it saves you from having to roll the dough out in your hands. Gross. I don't actually care. Fair warning though, the cookie scoop is the gateway to automated baking. Next up, you'll be adding a colorful KitchenAid mixer to your countertop. and I promise you'll love it. So there you have it, my list of 10 budget-friendly baking essentials that I hope will make your baking experience a little bit easier and a lot more fun. So what's your favorite baking tool? Let me know in the comments below. And give this video a thumbs up if you want to have a kitchen that has all the bells and whistles and appliances. Don't forget to subscribe for a new video every Thursday, and happy baking!